Luigi here, representing StacheBros, and I'm here today for a little update video and an apology of sorts. Apology? Why would I need to do that? Well, I'll tell you. For those of you following Luigi's New Year's Bash 2015, you'll know that voting ends Wednesday, December 16th, so that's around maybe right now, actually, depending when you're watching it, or maybe it passed, or, you know, whatever, depending on the upload date and whatnot. Well, voting closed, actually, December 14th. Now, why would we do that if, I promised that it would close the 16th? Well, because StacheBros discovered that someone stuffed the voting ballot. I know it's an electronic, online voting survey, but for lack of a better term, someone stuffed the voting ballot. And he was able to figure this out because there were many duplicate responses, and you know, I guess in theory people can vote for the same things, but what happened is he was checking the votes a day ago, and it was at around 630, 660 votes, which, you know, actually beat the record for highest voting participation, so bravo there. But he checked one day later, and the votes had spiked up by 100. They went to like 660 to 760, and at first he was like, whoa, that's awesome, but then he was like, wait, something's not right here, because initially, day one of voting, a lot of votes, and then every day after that, slowly less and less people would vote. And so it was just kind of odd that a lot of people, 100 people, would vote randomly like that. So we kind of just went and analyzed the votes, and he realized that there was just like about 100 votes that were all the same. He doesn't know the exact number, and he could further figure out that they were duplicate votes because of the favorite moment write-in section, because it was just a copy and pasted moment. For a lot of them said things like voting and the voting explanation, so it wasn't real moments, just whatever. So to fix this, StacheBros closed the survey and deleted all these duplicate votes. Now, there's a slight possibility that he might have deleted other votes. It's hard to tell because even though there were exact replica responses, there's still the chance that maybe one of you typed something similar. And because not all the duplicate votes had the same moment and same exact voting structure, but they were similar enough and happened at the same period of time that StacheBros was able to figure out that yes, those were duplicate votes. Regardless, the winners were they're pretty clear. It's not like if a single vote was deleted that it would drastically alter anything. So the winners for the bash, which will be announced on December 31st, they're still intact, and even though about 100 votes were deleted, nothing drastically changed. I mean, okay, that's not entirely true, because the person who stuffed the voting ballot, they voted for the same person, and they, well, not just person, because like that would be for favorite character, they voted for the same character, but for other things, they voted for the same nominee, and it spiked the votes for that nominee, so that changed, but upon deleting that, yes, the votes did alter, but it's not fair to stuff the voting ballot, obviously, so StacheBros found it necessary to delete these votes. And I know I'm kind of rambling here, so it's just an apology for one, closing the survey early if you didn't get the chance to vote, but no need to fear, because there will be other bashes, and usually voting opens around Thanksgiving each year. That's probably when it'll happen next year as well. But the bash is going to be really good. A lot of pre-production has been going into it, and it's looking like to be a really good bash. Probably around a half hour again, like last year. Maybe shorter, maybe longer. We'll see. Yeah, I just apologize kind of for this video. It's just not rushed, but like there's no really need to edit this and make it fancy or anything. But just wanted to get the word out. This bros blog of sorts, I guess, that's what this would be considered. But yeah, thank you for everyone who voted, and I really appreciate all the support for the bash, and this is going to be a huge bash. So yeah, this was just me bringing the attention that someone stuffed the voting, And that's the one thing I think I wanted to address. I'm pretty sure you needed a different IP address to actually cast a new vote. So the fact that 100 votes were cast, I guess I'm impressed. I don't really know how they did it. If someone who did it wants to step forward and just say, yeah, I did it, then that would be cool. I'd be interested in hearing how you got around it. So, one, I can prevent it in the future, and two, just, I don't know, just, in a way, you took away from other people who wanted to vote, and that's not necessarily great. I know you may have been really passionate about the nominees you were voting for, but stuffing the ballot is not the way to do it. If you wanted someone to win, a different nominee, you should have started a video campaign like a lot of people did, and there was a lot of attention with the campaigns this year, and they did actually impact the votes. So bravo there. I really appreciate all of this wonderful publicity for the bash this year. Well, okay, I've been rambling a lot. And yeah, I'm just gonna go now. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. There might be another video before the bash. There might not. We will see. But anyway, this is Luigi signing off for StacheBros. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you soon. Happy holidays.